For decades, humans have been adapting to software. We learn menus, workflows, tools, and not the other way around. But that's starting to change. LLMs were the first example for this shift. Instead of learning software, we explain ourselves and the software adapter. But even that isn't enough, because most of life never enters software. Conversations, ideas, moments that you think you will remember. That's the gap Omi is trying to fill in. This is Omi. And in today's video, I'll be unboxing Omi's consumer version 1 and comparing it with the DevKit 2 and sharing my first impressions on the consumer version 1. Let's get started. Omi is built around a simple idea, thought to action. You speak naturally, it listens in the background, and later it summarizes what matters. Speak, transcribe, summarize. Omi isn't just hardware. There's a companion app where everything comes together. You can get it on the Play Store or the App Store. The device stays out of the way. The understanding lives there. The packaging is clean and very intentional. It feels considered from the materials to the layout, and it sets the tone for what the product is meant to be. There's a sense of simplicity and clarity here, even before you open it. It doesn't try to explain everything at once. It just gives you enough to understand what this is about. And that already tells you something important about Omi. It's designed to fit naturally into everyday life. Right on top, there's a simple product manual. It walks you through the basics, what the device does, what the different status indicators mean, and how to connect it with the app. There's also a QR code that links to a more detailed guide. So if you want to go deeper, everything's laid out step by step. Inside the box is the device. It's compact, lightweight, and feels solid in the hand. The size makes it easy to wear without drawing attention. You also get a wireless charger that connects to your laptop or any USB-C adapter. And there's a string with a holder, so it can be worn around your neck like a pendant. Everything here feels designed for everyday use. Simple, practical, and easy to live with. Let's start by plugging in the wireless charger. I'm connecting it to a power bank, but you can also use a laptop or any USB-C adapter. To charge Omi, you just place it on top of the wireless charger and press it once. That's it. About 15 minutes of charging gives you a full day of battery life. To start using Omi, you will need to download the Omi app from the Play Store or the App Store and log in to create an account. I will continue with my Google account here. During setup, the app asks you for a few basics: your name, your primary language, and a few permissions. These include background usage, location access, and a persistent notification. All of this is required so the app can stay connected to Omi at all times. Once that's done, the app asks you to train your speech profile. This helps Omi recognize your voice and distinguish it from the others. You just speak naturally for a few moments, and Omi uses that to personalize how it listens going forward. Once your speech profile is recognized, you can jump straight into the app. And quick reminder, don't forget to rate Omi on the Play Store if you're enjoying the experience so far. Now, let's connect the device. You'll start by searching for Omi by tapping this button on the top left corner. The app will ask for your permission to search for nearby devices. Once you allow that, Omi shows up on the list, and you can connect to it directly. Omi also supports other wearable pendants. If you're searching from something else, you can manage that by heading over to omi.me/switch. Once your device is connected, that's it. You're set up and ready to start using Omi. Before getting started, I'm updating the device to the latest firmware. This makes sure everything runs smoothly and you are on the most recent version. And once that's done, we are good to go. Let's start by putting Omi into its silicone cover. It fits snugly, holds the device securely, and adds a layer of protection. The cover also makes it easy to attach the string, so you can wear Omi around your neck and carry it with you throughout the day. To adjust the string, you can unlock it by pressing the small lever and pulling the other end. Once it's loosened, you pass the string through the silicone cover to secure the pendant in place. It's simple and it holds the device firmly once set. One nice detail is that you can still charge Omi without removing the silicone cover. Everything fits together without getting in the way. Omi listens in the background as you go about your day. As you can see, conversations are transcribed in real time and synced with the app. Everything is processed automatically in the background. And if you ever want to end and process a conversation manually, you can do that too. It's flexible depending on how you want to use it. You can manage conversations directly from the app. Swiping left lets you delete a conversation, and tapping into one opens a detailed view, where you can see a summary, the overall atmosphere, notable quotes, and where the conversation took place. Everything's organized so it's easy to review and come back to later. Omi also creates tasks dynamically from your conversations. It picks up on things that need to get done, sets due dates, and surfaces them for you automatically. And if you want, you can also add tasks manually inside the app. You can also sync your tasks with other services like Google Tasks and Todoist. That way, anything Omi picks up fits directly into your existing workflow, and more integrations are coming soon. Omi also has its own app ecosystem. You can browse and install over 6,000 apps built by other users. And if you want, you can build your own integrations on top of Omi. Instead of opening apps and navigating interfaces, you're working with context and intent in the background. Omi gives you control over where your audio lives. You can keep recordings stored directly on the device or choose to send them to a secure cloud. It's completely up to you. You can search through past conversations using keywords. Opening a result takes you straight to the detailed view. To keep things organized, you can group conversations into folders. You can also create custom folders, making it easier to navigate and revisit conversations later. You can also chat with Omi or ask it a question. You can do this by holding onto the device or by tapping the Ask Omi button in the app. It's quick and works whenever you need it. By heading over to your profile, you can customize how Omi works for you. You can add people so conversations are labeled correctly over time. You can also get a custom time for your daily summary. Omi will send you a notification that recaps how your day went, who you talked to, and what you might need to follow up on the next day. There are also options to choose how conversations are displayed inside the app. And if you regularly use specific terms or names, you can also add a custom vocabulary so Omi understands your conversations more accurately. By heading over to Plan and Usage, you can also track your usage inside the app. This shows you how much you have been using Omi, how many insights and memories were created, how many words it understood from your conversations, and the total time it actively listened. You can also customize how the device itself works. You can set up custom gestures like double tapping to end a conversation or double tapping to start one. There are also controls for the device hardware, including adjusting the LED brightness and tweaking the microphone gain. It lets you fine-tune how Omi behaves based on how and where you use it. By heading over to the developer settings, you can choose how transcription is handled. By default, Omi's transcription is fast, secure, and reliable. But if you ever need more control, you can switch to a local, on-device speech-to-text provider. You can also choose from different cloud transcription providers like Gemini, OpenAI Whisper, or DeepGram, and even set up a custom cloud provider if needed. All of this comes with access to logs, so you can see exactly how things are working under the hood. Omi doesn't just store conversations. Over time, it creates memories, extracts insights, and builds a personalized knowledge graph around it. Each memory becomes a node, and these nodes connect and link to one another based on context. Before wrapping up, it's worth briefly talking about the difference between CV1 and DevKit. DevKit 2 is clearly designed for builders and tinkerers. It exposes more of the hardware, gives you a larger view of the circuitry, and is great if you want to experiment, prototype, or build custom integrations. CV1, on the other hand, is designed for everyday use. It's more compact, more refined, and built to be worn comfortably throughout the day. This is the version meant for living with Omi. Both serve different purposes, and that distinction is intentional. To wrap things up, Omi is one of the most tangible ways to experience where personal computing is heading. From ambient listening to memory to personalization to extensibility. If you're curious to try it yourself, you can purchase an Omi by heading over to the link in the description. You'll get 10% off by using the code Harshit Khemani. Thanks for watching.